chakras, exactly. And this chakra that's here in your belly is related to feelings of well-being.
I know that.
So when you breathe into your belly, which looks like this.
Okay. Alright.
Hey Brian.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my energetic awareness to this chakra. And actually breathing into the belly, this stimulates what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, okay? Which plays a role in us relaxing and feeling tired and feeling ready for bed and, easy, not holding on to things. Now when you breathe into your heart chakra, okay, that's more related to the fight or flight response. You parked your bike in the wrong spot in town, in Alona, and then the traffic enforcement is putting the chain on your back wheel, and you're like, hey, you've got to stop that. I just went in here to the bank to get some money, and now you're, fucking tying up my bike, and you're breathing up into your chest. You're getting tense, and you're getting into that fight response, okay? So that fight response is not going to be the most efficient. That's breathing into your sympathetic nervous system, okay? And this is going to result in more cortisol, more stress going into your body. So breathing just up into your chest is not conducive for getting relaxed. So when I'm preparing for a dive, I just breathe into my belly, low, really slow, really nice, just into my belly.
Yeah, okay boy.
After about 2 minutes of that, 2-3 minutes of that, I start to relax. Now, what am I thinking about while I'm breathing? I think about happy thoughts. So, my mom and dad wanted me to be a doctor or a banker or some, white collar profession. And I wanted to be an adventurer and travel the world and do exciting shit. But ultimately, they have said, we're proud of you and we want to support you and this is what makes you happy, so you can do that. So something I think about is just my mom and dad support me and love me. And that makes me feel good. I went to my friend's wedding this about a year ago. And I met his Uncle Pete. And Uncle Pete was like the crazy uncle, And so, my buddy Brian's like, Uncle Pete, Mark dives to 70 meters. And Uncle Pete couldn't believe the whole thing. And I was having the same conversation I'm having with you with Uncle Pete. And after we talked about 20-30 minutes, Uncle Pete says to me, he says, Mark, I'm only knowing you about 20-30 minutes. I just want to let you know, I'm so proud of you. And for a long time, when I would breathe up and prepare for my dives, I just think about that conversation I had with Uncle Pete. That I met this guy who lived a life, raised a family, lived. And here I met him for 20-25 minutes, and he emphatically, he was moved to tears, telling me how proud he was of me. And I'm like, you know what? Uncle Pete's proud of me. Like, I should be proud of myself. And just feelings of like self-love get you to that place where you're ready to go. Now, and so that's another thing, like self-talk. You've got to be your own biggest fan. Because if you're telling yourself like, I'm not sure I can do this, or I'm scared, or this is, you may not have the confidence, okay? But the thing is like, when your mind, your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. So if you're saying like, I look fat, and you're not actually fat, your subconscious will still process that as and put it into yourself as a negative subroutine. So it's important that your self-talk is positive. Like,
Very positive.
I can do this. I've done all the training. I enjoy being in the water. Like, I'm surrounded by people who love me. Like, and so one thing that I've been trying to hold on to lately is like, especially living here in the Philippines, where I'm training full time to be a competitive freediver. But when you're being a competitive freediver, the fun and the enjoyment and the love sometimes has to take a back seat to, I need to show up to this competition and perform to beat this guy or beat this girl or set a new national record or whatever, okay? But sometimes when you're thinking about like, if I don't do this and I don't set this national record, you're coming from a place of scarcity
Yes.
where there isn't enough, okay? You need to come from a place of abundance and kind of remove yourself from the outcome. Thank you.
Exactly.
And so by
And that's a
removing,
really good positive mindset.
well, thank you.
Yes. Wow. It's a very like.
I mean, I struggle with this shit too, of staying
Sino ka
positive.
mama?
Hell, even
Wait.
today.
Sino
I
ka
had a
mama?
really good dive today.
Ay, kada
Actually,
motor
here's a funny
kasi.
Yan,
story.
pirahan
Today,
na meron.
Ayaw, yeah.
I was doing something called a sub max.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm
patulungan
preparing
ko
for
na
this
eh.
competition on Friday
Ano,
where I'm
sige,
doing
panahon ko.
dynamic apnea. That's a swimming horizontally. The
Right.
reason I'm doing
Yeah, okay.
dynamic apnea is because about a month ago, I
Bahala.
was diving to 70 meters and I lost my equalization.
Diyan na.
So my ability to inflate my middle
Patulungan ko
ear.
na dyan.
And you can, it's not advised, it's unsafe, it's dangerous. I'll say that as I'm online with these two people. But the thing is if you ride your ears too long, there's a possibility that the pressure will build to such a point that it will break your eardrum. And that's what
Yes.
happened to me. I perforated my eardrum on my right hand.
Eardrum is the very most important part
And
of
that's
our
a super
ear.
vital part of
Yes.
the ear.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
how you
Buto, ano ron.
gauge your balance,
Yes.
it's how you hear stuff.
And that's the frequency. It's a very most important when we taking care of our eardrum because that's how we get our frequency of how we hear noises.
Sure.
And that's the very most important in the
Buto di mo dako.
So I broke
Okay.
my eardrum.
That's okay.
And because I broke my eardrum,
Trip.
I couldn't dive down anymore.
Exactly. Because you didn't have the frequency.
Because I couldn't inflate my ear because the air will come out. So, and it also hurt. You know, it's like if you get punched in the side of the head or someone slaps you in the side or you fall off your bike and you hit your head, well, you might damage your ear. So I couldn't dive down. But I wanted to keep training.
Okay
So
lagi.
the alternative, if you cannot dive down, is to dive
Ay,
horizontally.
problema ko ba eh.
So I got into the pool.
Ako,
So I have this very fancy fins made in Italy by a brand called Alamani.
Avante.
Ano ba?
Alamani.
Oh, atong mga
And-
anak sa kaon.
Hmm.
Sa
My
eskwela.
Alamani fins are very fancy,
Ding,
they're very
ay.
good.
La.
But there's a brand that everybody
Full, but-
likes.
Init ko.
Everybody. I'm
Ako,
talking like
gawin me.
Now.
80%
Well,
of
no,
divers are
wait,
using
that was
this one
beginning,
brand called Chetma.
Siya
And
tawag
the
na.
Chetma,
Siya tawag.
the top fin that
Ambot.
Chetma sells for like $1,000 is called the Taurus.
Eh, kita ba
Everyone's got
ludo?
the fucking
Ano ba ini
Taurus.
ludo ni Stanley?
So I didn't want to use the
Trabaho, man.
Taurus because everyone has it. You know,
Budi,
everyone's got the
limod eh.
Adidas. I want the Nike. That kind of thing. And
I understand that.
No, no.
so today I was doing a preparation dive for my competition on Friday, and my buddy was like, "Hey, do you want to wear my Taurus?" And I was like, "Fuck it, like let's put the Taurus."
Parang video mo.
And
Very strong.
you know, I just got a new wetsuit. I had a big beard the other day. I shaved my beard off. You know,
Pat yun. Kung mo eh.
I changed my weighting around. I'm now doing. So you asked what this is.
Yeah.
So that's an advanced technique called packing. So after you take your big breath, after you fill your lungs 100%, you can actually put more air into your lungs by doing.
That's what. Yeah.
You want to see what it looks like? It's crazier. I'm not trying to be rude here,
Yan,
but it's going to be
dugo,
easier to show you with my shirts off.
Uy.
Well, you're showing us how to do free diving, so you got to show us.
Let's see if I've got a nose clip here just to make my life a little bit easier. Cool.
Napuwag. Okay.
So when I take my big breath, there's like 4 sections that I want to like take my awareness to of my lungs, okay? The belly section, the intercostal section or the side section, the top section, and then the back section. Okay, so I'm gonna do kind of 4 movements as I fill up, and then I'm gonna start packing. And so right now I'm practicing with doing 20 packs, which I used to only be able to do like 5. Now I can do about 20. Okay, so it looks like this.
Bahala na. Walolo, isa. Puro po. Yawa.
Wow.
Natupikas ibugo. Magkaka.
Wow.
So I can actually increase.
Like you increase oxygen.
Well, it's not to say that the oxygen is getting. All right, so you have to think about it like this. Oxygen is a part of air. So right now
Like
I'm
you
breathing
increase
air.
Yes, increase air like.
So let's say my lungs can only hold 4 liters of air. I smoke cigarettes, so let's say it's 4 liters.
You know what? I can see that there's an air increasing. Like
So yes, the air is increasing. I'm pumping more air into my lungs. So maybe I increase my lung volume by 1 liter, maybe a little bit more, 1.5 liters. Okay. So now I have more gas for the trip. Now, with oxygen, what you need to understand is oxygen is a portion of air. So air is made up of 21% oxygen
Relax mo ba?
and 79% nitrogen. Okay,
Okay.
so that's never going to change those percentages. But what will change is the amount of air I have totally.
Relax gamay.
Okay, so if I fill up my lungs with more air, I'm going to be more buoyant. Okay, because when you have a balloon and you try and pull it underwater, it's hard because it's more buoyant than the water, right? But the thing is, for me, where I'm diving to great depths, I want to have more air in my body so that I can maintain consciousness longer.
Nasa mo Christian?
Because I'm going to be underwater for somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 minutes, 2.5 to 3 minutes. And when I get to the point that I'm diving to like 100 meters, I might be underwater for 4 minutes or 3.5 minutes. So it's important to have enough gas in the tank to stay conscious for the duration of this dive. So that's the role that packing plays. Is it required? No. There's plenty of divers that dive to great depths without packing. Maybe they never smoke cigarettes, or maybe they've been doing this for a really long time, or maybe they're super zen and really good at meditating and they're able to process. So this is another thing. Your thoughts, your conscious mind consumes O2. Okay, so your body's running on oxygen. Okay, your muscles are running on oxygen. So if you're thinking like, wow, this dive is really deep, or wow, I'm super uncomfortable, negative thoughts are going to process more O2 than positive thoughts. Or sometimes not even positive thoughts, just easy, repetitive thoughts. So sometimes one way I manage my dives is I simply count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it keeps me in the moment. Have you ever seen Kung Fu Panda?
Yep.
Okay, so remember what Master Shifu says to the panda. He says, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. When you stay in the present moment, you're able to let go of shit from, your girlfriend breaking up with you and I've got to pay my phone bill next week. That shit goes away. You got to stay in the moment and one step at a time. Because that's going to get you a lot further than, man, I've got 100 steps to go. Because that's going to start, now you're thinking about the 100 steps, and I've only done 2, and I've got 98 to go. No, just stay at 1, 2. 1, 2.
Nice.
1, 2. This is why I sing Country Roads. It's a song I know every word to.
That's why what I really relate about what you've said.
Let's man. Let's
I'm
Lepas dua tu. Ang je.
Yeah.
Nek, press milk. Ino ko gamay.
And I have a website.
Ikaw ta. Jam.
And
May labo tu dah dia. Ngago no so no.
we can all.
Ako
It
din
all
mo
is
so na.
connected to
Ilap
success.
ta.
And that's what I believe.
Naparahod mo na
Iyo
I
kay.
have a website which
Justin is so bug.
and it's
Huh?
it's
Sa
all
buli
about
ko.
positive.
Sometimes it's not always positivity, too. Sometimes it's perspective.
Yeah, so
know,
your goal, your aim of certain
Like,
goals.
I've had dives where the dive wasn't a good dive, or
Ako bala dai kay napo ko ini pod. Sidoy.
maybe, for example, a couple weeks ago I did a dive. I was supposed to go to 73 meters, which would have been my personal best. At the time, it wasn't. My PB was 72. And I got to about 65,
Mawat ang salida.
and I couldn't go any further.
Na si.
I had run out of air to equalize. My dive was done. Because remember, we don't want to ride our ears, we might break our eardrum. So I turned early. And then, I waited maybe like 20-25 minutes, and I tried again. And I actually didn't make it the second time either.
And I said, I will just go to Jordan.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You're deep.
So, Dominic,
Yeah.
you spearfish, yes? Maybe I see you with a spear gun
Oh, yeah.
to shoot the fish. Maybe you take me sometime. We go get fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to fishing and then no oxygen.
Easy.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, we go one time. I don't have a spear though. You have a gun for me.
He uses just a straight rod,
You have a rod with a.
point.
Yeah, big fish.
You take.
What type of fish?
Mako shark.
Shark?
Mako shark. Great whites.
You do deep mark if you in the deep mark.
He uses a dart. They call it a dart.
Mark,
Yeah.
Only 1 kilo your belt.
Yes.
And then go.
If I use more. So the thing is like. Maybe if I am shallow and I want to stay in shallow water for longer and not work so hard to stay down,
Yeah.
I would dive with more weight. But for diving deep, if you are too heavy with too many kilos on the way back up,
Yeah.
it's very hard.
Oh, yeah. If you
Going back to the surface becomes really difficult because you are heavy.
Yeah.
So, with deeper free diving, it's important to not have too much weight, just enough that you are comfortable.
What? Sorry. How old are you?
35. Same age as you.
Next.
Maybe
I am
22.
46.
Nah,
Of
if
course, I am 46.
Next.
Do you believe I'm about 46 years old?
I wouldn't have guessed that, no.
I am.
how old are you?
Me,
Yeah.
35.
Sorry. Kung Bisaya, bukang
35.
Storya ako
He
gining.
knows how to speak Bisaya. You know how to speak Bisaya?
No, no.
Of course, I'm not
Hablo
I'm not-
español.
Give me half a mark. May ko sa nang andar ka ng.
Esta cova,
Yeah.
este sombrero es súper especial para
Oh,
mí.
you is free diving,
Yes.
no?
No, it's a very special for him.
Yeah. Me, because aircon,
35.
Ah.
very nice.
No, that one's mine, Dominic. I'm
Dominic
keeping
wants
this
you
one,
pull
right?
out.
Daghan na sila, daghan.
Manigay
Basta
sa
mga
base.
free diving, daghan. May so
You want
many.
more of that souvenir?
This is the only one I got. I had
No,
to.
then you have in your country. Oh, you see free diving, meaning. Sila.
You want to eat more fish here?
Dapat.
Giluto naman tanan? Saman.
Pero, uy, pag ikuha na ado ka dikta, mata. Ikaw may kilay, ano yung system?
Hey, you can eat more.
I'm good on the eating. I'm gonna.
So just like your hand man, we have free the you is
Hello, Ashley.
It's my special hat, bro.
Hello.
Hello.
Because kid is,
Yeah, I have same. Actually, you have more hair than me.
I don't know.
Stella,
Yes?
you will do the, Mark, you will teach Stella to expand her lungs and do the,
Give me a hat, Mark. Mark.
No, man, not this
can you
one.
teach her how to do that
Yeah.
quickly?
Sure.
You will expand your lungs,
Not
Stella.
one Mark. Maybe
How do you do?
the other. Because I like ba. You is free
Sawadee
diving.
ka.
Oh,
Man, if I had another one, I'd give it to you.
I
But
like
this is
it.
my only one.
yeah.
Oh, solo uno para mí.
Because,
You
I like,
breathe then,
hat by-
breathe in through your
more-
stomach.
So the first
Mark,
thing.
Mark. Small.
What's it like that? Why are you laughing?
I'm not trading you this one. Bro.
Hey, Patrick. Mark, you will show Stella how to expand her lungs,
All right. So the first thing you're gonna want to do,
please.
sit kind of like this. Okay. You know, normally in life, we're expected to stand up tall and show off ourselves, our breasts or our pecs, or our
Yes.
stand tall. In underwater, no one cares about how you look, so we can just let that go. and we want to just relax. You want to let the shoulders fall forward, and kind of even let the belly,
Put your hair back.
let the belly out.
Stella.
I'm wearing like a
That's
suit.
okay. That's okay.
Put your hair back. Put your hair back.
You just want to sit like this. I call this the hunched over position. Okay. And then
Stella.
right now,
Put your hair back so we can see your lungs.
right now, what we're gonna do is we want to identify the belly versus the chest. Okay. So I want you to take one hand, put it on your belly, and one hand and put it on your chest. Okay. And when you breathe, I want you to bring the right hand out further than the left hand. So look like this. See how my left hand isn't moving? So think about forgetting about the chest and just breathing into the belly. So look how you're bringing your chest up, okay? So when you start noticing yourself lifting up at your chest, stop that, and instead think about pushing that wall with your belly and your right hand. Better. But relax your shoulders. Lean forward a little bit. Lean forward. Relax. Like this. You're still tensing your shoulders. Lean forward. Okay?
Kaya lawas na. Paklo mo na. Kaya lawas.
Better. And back. Better. Think about just the belly. And just breathe low and slow. Up. Four counts in, 6 counts in. Think about pushing that hand into the table with your belly. Better. So we're not going to learn this perfect in the first, minute that we do this, but just practice for a couple rounds, just breathing into the belly. Think about making the belly fat, like you just ate a big pizza. Better. Yeah, into the belly. So I'm not going to make things too complicated on you because this is like our first time doing this. So once we got our belly nice and full, then we can think about going into our chest. Now we're going to be able to get more air into our chest if we start our breath hunched over like this. Now I want you to watch me and then you can practice, okay? So once I'm done filling up my belly and I start filling up my chest, I'm actually going to then sit up straight, okay? And as I sit up straight, as I'm breathing into my chest, more air will flow into my chest.
Oh, okay,
So it looks
okay,
like
okay.
Not.
Justin is habog.
Yeah, it's okay ba? Sabog ko.
Inhale.
Exhale, inhale.
Inhale.
Well, you gotta go slow, okay? So the trick to going slow is you need to create something called a restriction, okay? So the way we can make a restriction that's really easy is go like this. Yeah, fish mouth.
Like that.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. So we want, and it's gonna make the amount of air that enters our body less. So now we can control that air as it passes through our mouth and goes into our body. Okay, so we're gonna do this restriction in our, much better. And a long, slow exhale.
Wow, that's good.
It feels good, doesn't it? Yeah, because you're bringing in so much more air than you normally do. Normally,
It's good to learn.
when we're just chilling,
I like it.
Oh, basta hinay, no? Basta hinay, no? Hinay.
I like it.
Basta hinay, no? Hinay.
Yes, like
Ang iyong pagkinawa, dili, biglaon.
yes,
Hinay.
that you
Hinay.
have to exhale very slow.
Oh,
Yeah.
slowly.
but it's important. We don't need to hold any tension in the shoulders. We don't need to be back like this. We don't need to show off.
Dili, biglaon.
We want to be
Dili,
totally
biglaon.
relaxed, like almost like a dead body. Like,
Ay, mitring
okay,
iwan.
you make that restriction with your lips. Okay, and then as the air is passing by your lips, I want you to imagine it entering your body like fairy dust or magic smoke or something. And when it enters your body through your lips, I want you to imagine that air turns into like energy. Like, have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z?
Yes,
And they're like,
like
Yeah, all right. So that's all energy.
Sang
That's all
Goku,
chi. You know, when they're like, oh, he has his power level. It's so high.
Like
We're
Vegeta,
we're
like,
doing the
yes,
same thing. We're doing the same thing. We're working with energy in our body.
Anh ấy hinay yun đấy.
Yes.
So
Yeah, of course, hinay lang slowly.
Because what we did is like when we inhale and exhale, we inhale it,
Kaya ano bumba yung ano heart.
but we exhale it like that.
Oh.
But what's the best is like you exhale it very smooth, also like that.
For sure. Now, there's different things that are happening in our body when we breathe this way, but basically, the slower you breathe, it gives your body more time to process the oxygen in your lungs.
Haro.
When you're breathing fast,
Haro.
this can have the opposite result, where the oxygen in our lungs will not transfer into our muscles and tissues and blood as efficiently. So, just remember, you want to be relaxed. If you see me right here, like, I'm not gonna win any like beauty pageant sitting like this, but it's not important for me to look pretty. It's important for me to be relaxed. So this is why I'm sitting like this, okay? This is gonna give my belly maximum space to expand, because if I'm sitting up like this and I try breathing into my belly, notice how my abs are already tensing. I can't go as far. But if I lean forward and I stop flexing my abs just because, well, I'm not sat in a position that they need to engage, now I'm gonna have more space to poke out my belly like this.
Ang ay hinihinay rồi.
Yes.
Dili ang ay biglaon mo. Dili ang ay biglaon.
So, I mean, if you're really interested in this, what you can do, you can send me a message on WhatsApp, and at some point when you have some free time, it would be easier for me to teach you, like, in a course. You know, my freediving course is really easy. It's like way easier than what they generally offer, because the agency that I teach with, I think, is more accessible for people to learn than what's popular necessarily for people. There you go.
Dili ang ay biglaon no. Then you inhale slowly.
Inhale slowly, exhale slowly.
Yeah.
Now, there's many different ways to breathe, but the most important is you do not want to breathe fast. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Because your heart is.
It makes your heart beat fast.
Yeah.
Also, okay, I messaged you. Cool. Also, what happens when you breathe fast, we call hyperventilation.
Yeah.
Basically, the effect is that your body pushes off CO2, carbon dioxide. Okay, and so by pushing off carbon dioxide, it will trick you into thinking you can hold your breath for longer.
Yeah.
Because the reason that you get the urge to breathe is the buildup of carbon dioxide. What's that coming from? Well, okay, I took a breath and I'm holding it. So now my muscles and tissues and organs are all using the O2 from that breath I just brought in, right? But as my muscles, tissues, and organs use that oxygen, the byproduct of that O2 being consumed is CO2. And if I'm holding my breath, then that CO2 will continue to build because I'm not replacing it by exhaling. Okay? Now, eventually what happens is that CO2, as it builds up more and more, will change the pH, the acidity of our blood to more acidic. And the body will detect this change in acidity with something called chemoreceptors. The chemoreceptors will register that the acidity has changed, and that is what is giving you the urge to breathe. Okay? It's not that you're out of O2. It's just that CO2 has built up in your body. Okay? Now, the buildup of CO2 doesn't necessarily mean you need more O2 yet. It's an uncomfortable feeling, but it's also something that, and it's a survival mechanism. But the thing is that like when I inhale, that breath is 21% O2. When I exhale, that's still like 19% O2. This is why you can give someone CPR, because your exhale still has oxygen in it.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you are hyperventilating, the effect is your body pushes off CO2. Okay? So now I've lowered the amount of CO2 I have in my body. Well, okay, if there's lower CO2, then that means when I hold my breath, it should feel more comfortable because I've lowered the acidity in my body. That's what makes sense. But here's what happens. There's a chemical effect in our body called the Bohr effect. B-O-H-R, Bohr. And basically what it says is that oxygen will bond more readily to muscles, will connect with
Readily?
ready, like
Readily.
more readily.
Easily.
Yeah, readily. I didn't get it like the pronunciation readily.
Yeah,
Okay.
more easily. Oxygen will bond more easily to muscles, tissues, and organs with the presence of CO2 there. Okay? So if I've been holding my breath and my CO2 has built up, the oxygen that's still in my body will be consumed by my body easier because I have CO2 there. But if I let my CO2 out by hyperventilating, the Bohr effect is lessened. That means I'll have oxygen, but it doesn't want to connect to my muscles, tissues, and organs because there isn't CO2 there. Okay? So this can actually lead to shorter breath holds and even lead to you losing consciousness because you're not actually getting the most out of your breath. So they didn't have this I don't know if they ever had this in the Philippines, but in the United States, where Mike and I are from, there used to be a guy called the milkman. Milkman. You know milk? Like
Of course I know milk.
milk.
From
like,
a cow.
From
Milk.
a cow, yeah,
Like
from a
we
titty.
get
Yeah.
it from our breast.
From the two toys.
So people didn't used to go to the market to get milk. The milkman would drive around town looking for boxes of empty milk cartons, glass jugs. And he'd say, "Oh, there's some empty jugs of milk over there. They need more milk." Okay? So how would he know if Mike needed more milk? He would only know if Mike had left out a box with 6 glass jugs of empty glass jugs. So then he'd be like, "Oh, Mike needs a reload." So the same thing's happening in your body. The blood, the hemoglobin, which carries the oxygen to your various tissues, muscles, and organs, is looking for CO2. And if it doesn't see it, then it won't deliver the O2. Just like the milkman. You might need milk, but if you haven't put out your empty jugs of your empty glass jugs, you're not going to get a refill.
Yes.
So the same thing is happening in your body. If you don't have CO2 in your body, then the blood won't know to give you, to put more O2 into your tissues. So this is why hyperventilating isn't good for diving, because underwater you want to have an accurate, underwater you want to have obviously the most efficient uptake of the oxygen that's in your lungs, but also you want that CO2 buildup that gives you urges to breathe to be an accurate readout of where you are in the consumption of your O2. So if you're getting urges to breathe that are just, little messages to your brain like, "Hey, you haven't breathed in a while. Hey, you really should breathe. Hey, have you thought about breathing? You've been holding your breath for like 10, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. That's fine, no big deal." And eventually, as the CO2 builds up and the acidity in your body increases, because more CO2, more acidity, your body will actually try to make you breathe by contracting your diaphragm, which you noticed on the video that I showed you, where my diaphragm's going like this.
Yes, like here, it's increasing here and also here.
So the body is now contracting the diaphragm to get my lungs to breathe. But since I have the nose clip on
Yeah.
and my mouth is shut, I'm not going to breathe. Okay? And even then, you're good. Like, you still have plenty of O2. You can actually have like a bunch of contractions before you really, really need to breathe. And here's the thing, and I've actually experienced this. To be low on low O2, the word is hypoxia. So you've heard the word hyper, like super fast, a lot. So the opposite of hyper is hypo. Hypo means not a lot, a little. Okay? So when you're hypoxic, so low on oxygen, hypoxia, it actually starts to feel good. And you don't worry about, I need to breathe. So if you're getting feelings like, oh my God, I need to breathe, this is so uncomfortable, you're good. It's only when you're like, wow, I feel great, I could be under here forever, that you need to worry.
And how can you get that?
So,
Like, how could you get that feeling? Like, you didn't need to breathe. Like,
I mean, when you're diving down, remember what I mentioned earlier, how as you dive deeper underneath the water, the weight of all the water on top of you squishes down the gases inside of your body. So this results in you getting a larger serving of O2. So let's say I need to have 10% oxygen to lose consciousness, and a full tank is 21%. And let's say I'm at 10%. Let's say I'm at 11%. So I'm just at that threshold.
That's what it is?
It's low O2 that makes you black
Yeah,
out.
no, but that's where you start to lose consciousness
Di
at
pa ka
at
kaya
10%.
More or less.
Silo
Okay, it
niya.
depends on the person on the day.
Di pa
You know,
pinangga
on what, the reasons that lead to hypoxia are
Pinangga
like three.
mga pinang.
A dive goes too long,
Patay,
a diver's working too hard, or the diver is sick and tired.
Okay.
And sometimes it can be all three.
Excuse me.
Cheers. How do we say cheers in Visaya?
tagay, Mark.
Tagaimar.
Tagay Mark na
No,
hutdon.
tagay.
Tagaimari kun.
No, no.
Tagay Mark na hutdon. Pull. Hit. Like that.
Tagay.
Okay.
Give another.
So
Ya tayo.
it's harder to discern.
Oh, nauyab siya si Michael. Ang tawag ko ng paklo ito ang amigo ng...
So in the example,
Ang
let's say
tawag
I'm at the
ng
end of a really big dive,
Hey, mata paklo.
and I have blacked out.
Ikaw kayo, di ko minom ta.
And it's hard to
Hindi
black
ka
out.
itong
It's actually
sige,
hard to
libre,
go to the
go.
place where
Ay, pag binuang kayo.
your body is out of gas.
Tunin mo. Ay, dali,
It's really
dali.
hard to get there.
Hey, sesa mo ni mo.
It's possible, but you
Balik
know,
ka na.
I've done it 3 times on very, very challenging dives. I blacked out on. I've attempted a 60-meter
Pwede
no
sila, di ba?
fins
Di ba
dive,
punta na?
so swimming to 60 meters and then
Pumunta.
swimming up.
Damulong ka
I've
tawa na.
attempted it 4 times
Sa
and
tao.
blacked out on 3, including once at the World
Bawa
Championship,
ko motor yan.
which
Including what?
once at the World Championship of freediving.
Where is that held?
That was in Roatan,
Anak po mga na.
Where?
Roatan, Honduras.
Honduras, okay.
Uy.
But there is safety divers with
Yeah,
you, yeah?
yeah.
The safety divers here also, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would never
No,
attempt
no.
a big dive where I even
You asked
think
me,
I might
go
be
to the market
hypoxic without the presence of a safety. Even in my training dives now, where I'm,
I will go to the market for
training in the pool, if I'm going past 150 meters horizontally, I'll have someone there with me. Otherwise, I won't do it. Because maybe that's the day that I'm tired. It's kind of luck of the draw. Let's say I'm at the end of a real big dive, and if 10% is the threshold for consciousness, and let's say I'm at 11%. Let's say I'm at 20 meters on the way up. Well, 20 meters is 3 atmospheres of pressure. Okay, the atmosphere of pressure, so the weight of all the air from here at surface to the sky is expressed as 1 atmosphere of pressure. 10 meters of water is the same amount of pressure as all the air
Brilliant. Però
10
ayo
meters is
kelinti ha,
2
kaya ako
atmospheres
gaston
of
ni mo.
pressure. 20 meters is 3 atmospheres of pressure.
Number one,
So if I'm at 11% at 20 meters, I'm actually
number one, ana kaya gaston ng
experiencing
gas
the
to gas,
effect
gas.
of 33%
Press gas.
because I'm under 3
Yes.
atmospheres of pressure. So you multiply that 11% times 3.
Well, lapis
But let's
ni
say-
Sama-sama
from-
binig.
Yeah, play.
20 to 10 meters, I use 1% of my energy. So now I'm at 10 meters.
Ikaw ba hinundan nga
I'm
ng
at
kwa
2
ikaw?
atmospheres of pressure. I have 10%.
Nangyari.
So by what I've told you,
CJ,
I should be unconscious, but I'm at 10 meters. So I'm under 2 atmospheres of pressure. So I'm experiencing the effect of 20%. So I'm not going to lose consciousness until the ambient pressure drops down to a point that the pressure in my body
ng puti upuan
elicits the effect of less than 10%. And that's going to be somewhere around
Ni buang tao.
3-ish,
Mo jeng abri
3-2.
nan lumpik ang sudah bata na
Okay.
So this is why the term shallow water blackout exists. Because generally, when someone blacks out, it's not deep. It's in shallow water.
Bila.
Because the pressure
Wala.
of the water is keeping you
Wala, isa.
conscious
Okay.
up until
So
late
gawas
into
ko
the
ni
day.
amo ni. Kuna.
Mana isa bilig?
So
Ni presmen. Ang sudah ko presmen.
it's hard to get to that point though. You've got to work really, really, really hard.
Pwede. Kaya mula mong budong kung kau
90% of people aren't going to work
Like.
that hard. Aren't even going to attempt that dive. Aren't even going to put themselves in
Lana
a
ka,
position
pilitong ida.
to do that. Now,
Pungot. Gahapon sabot.
where are the most free diving deaths occur?
Gane.
Spear fishermen. And it's because spear fishermen tend to dive alone.
Tagay sa kuya.
Wala.
So because they're diving alone, there's no one there to
Nabay
rescue them
nabay
if they
tulo to.
black out.
Ay.
Oftentimes spear
Wa,
fishermen
muna.
overweight themselves.
Ay, close.
You know, they dive with extra weight so they can go down to 5
Muna,
to 10
close.
meters easily. Because if you're really
Connect, close,
positively
ne?
buoyant at 10 meters, you're just going to float back up
No,
to the
bad
surface.
boy,
Well, if
ne?
you're waiting for like a wahoo or a marlin
Akin,
or whatever
close,
the
ne?
fuck, or a grouper or some shit,
Ato na.
at 10
Sabi
meters,
na
and
dyan,
you're constantly fighting to stay down, well, you're not going to be underwater for very long. So what spear fishermen often do, if you're a bad, Dominic, you're a bad influence on me.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Mo gani.
he says.
Uy,
So what
Mga
happens is, the spear
mo
fishermen,
gani.
Ayun, kaya ato ano.
Close.
Plus, they get excited also. They burn up more oxygen.
well, there's that. But let's say I'm a spear fisherman, I'm alone, I'm overweighted.
Yeah, ato.
Oftentimes they're untrained.
Ato ne?
And they watch a YouTube video or they learn about
Man
Wim Hof
naman.
or some bullshit. Wim Hof is
Ate,
bullshit.
asli na.
Yeah, I know that, the Windhoff.
Tsaka yakin ay
Yeah.
sakan.
So let's say they hyperventilated because they've heard that it makes holding your breath easier, which it
Ako'y gani kada ko buk.
doesn't. It just delays the effects of
Close your
CO2.
now.
And as
No,
I've
no.
explained with the Bohr effect, it's actually you're not getting the full serving of the O2 that's in your air, in your lungs. So let's say, all right, all these things. They're at 10 meters or 5
Ano ba
meters,
na?
waiting for this wahoo
But
or this
motor yan?
mai or whatever,
Loy.
kingfish or some shit.
Yung motorbike.
And
No.
they've been waiting
Why?
2 minutes. Okay?
No, no.
They're
Loy.
probably at the ceiling of their breath
Ask
hold.
me play and go to the market.
But they're at 10 meters. So partial pressure is making them feel like they're okay. Alright. Then they shoot the wahoo.
Kung paano si Mitrain?
Or the sea or
Sakay mo,
the
tumakbo
marlin.
mo na,
And
huwag ka
the
naman
sailfish
nawa.
takes off. And so now they're excited, because hunting's exciting, it gets the heart rate up. You want your heart rate to be slow. And you know, let's say that they've got the nice setup, the spear fin, the harpoon with the cord that's attached to a surface float.
Float, right.
Great, okay, no worries. They don't have to worry about chasing the fish, but they still have to return to the surface. And if they've been underwater at this point for 3 minutes, they just shot a wahoo, and they're overweight to stay down. Let's say they're wearing, and I'm being, you know, I don't know the exact number because for whoever. Oftentimes, the spear fishermen, they're wearing a belt with weights. You know, let's say they've got 6 kilos on. And you gotta kick up. Wearing 6 kilos, 12 pounds, maybe more. At the end of your breath hold, after this excitement of waiting for the fish, and you've hyperventilated, well, there's a very good likelihood that this spear fisherman is going to black out around 2 or 3 meters. Just because they're out of gas and they're not actually efficiently processing the nutrients in their body.
Okay.
Jangan ako, ingon
So-
sa paklapat. Asa,
This is why
asa,
spear
nasa
fishermen
una.
oftentimes
Asa
are,
ko.
are
Dahil ako,
the biggest victims
Lang.
of freediving.
Ila ko ito
Now, with the
ka.
freediving I'm doing, where you're diving to, I mean, and mind you, while I might be in like the top 5% of
Bye.
freedivers in the world,
Tagay.
I'm in the company of people that dive in some cases 40 or 50 meters deeper than I do. Like I took a course from a guy the other day who's a 117 meter diver. 70 to 117, that's 47 meters more. So even though I'm right now maybe the 10th deepest American active, that's nothing. You know, in the world of elite freediving, I'm still not that good.
Okay.
You are good. You didn't have to say it's not that good.
Thanks, mate.
You are good.
And you know it's
It's just
funny.
like you didn't have, because what I believe in life, there's no comparison between the sun and the moon. You didn't have to compare a life of a certain person as you have, because you have. Each of us has our own life, our life that we desire, our life we live in. That your life as a free diving, you have your own, and you can achieve it more. And more.
I appreciate you
It takes
saying
time
this.
and patience.
Bigla nando ay.
Practice more.
And it takes time. It takes time
And patience
And
is
you are
habog.
more than
and
effort.
practice.
No,
You are very habog.
If you have
Say,
the effort,
Dominic,
less
you are
of
habog.
time,
Well,
you
Dominic
can
is
have
not
certain
habog.
time.
Not to bog.
Practice.
Me, no.
You are freaking enamored.
Not
Yeah. But of
Not
course,
me.
it's not just like we
Well,
cannot
that,
avoid it because it's normal. Because
Black, 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 black.
Okay.
Hey, hello.
You have
Bro, Michael, no, neighbor.
Ah,
Black,
Justin.
black.
He's-
Michael Pasio and Justin.
Justin is habog.
Of course.
Justin has been drinking since 7 o'clock this morning.
7 o'clock in the morning? Start?
7 o'clock,
That's
yeah.
it, man.
Yeah, no bakakon.
As a human,
The
we are
liba
not
kakon.
contented, to be honest.
How many quarts?
We want more.
2?
Yeah. We want
Three.
Three kiss.
even if we
3,
already
4.
achieve it.
Many,
And that
4 quarts
achievements,
of beer.
Close to video.
La, la, la.
No sleep.
They will say that.
4
"Oh,
quarts
that's good
since
already.
7 o'clock
That's
this
enough already."
morning.
But for us,
No, not
we want to. We want
Yeah,
to
okay,
excel.
okay.
And he was working. He's working too.
I only working.
That's
Oh
me.
yeah. he
Really?
was-
Why?
When I achieve something,
I'm gonna show this to
I
Wayne.
achieve more.
Yeah. Wayne, Anna.
Like, I want to do more
Look.
of that. More
Hindi,
more on capabilities, more
Fix
of
your
the
water.
talent that I know.
It's a bug.
Because
Habog.
Me, hubog, pero
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know, close to
Oh,
most
yeah.
top lessons that we can carry on.
No
and it's
problem.
also teaches like a
too close to
You're
my-
not gonna ride the motorcycle home
I
tonight.
know,
is-
not
Take a break, right?
Life is
No,
always
no, no.
learning.
Okay, good.
It's a learning experience. It's a learning
No
basis.
problem.
Learning whatever it is. It's,
Only
it's
hubog.
a learning basis.
Bro, Mars.
Ah,
In the Philippines, bro, you are
since
black.
when
Salamat.
you've been here?
Thank you, Dominic. Nice one.
Since when you have
Close
been
to
here
the-
in Stanley?
I got Stanley. I maybe moved here 2 months ago. No,
2 months.
maybe 6 weeks ago.
I've
Yeah,
been
hindi mo
seeing
hubog,
you.
Michael,
I keep to
hubog,
myself.
ikaw, hubog.
No, not me. I don't drink
Got
alcohol.
my room here. I went to Thailand for 2
I don't
weeks.
drink.
And then I came back. So maybe I've only been living here, living here.
No,
How's
no,
your experience in
no.
Thailand?
I had a good time.
What
Actually, I had a
happened to
fucking awesome
Not
time.
close.
Of this.
I went to
Which city are you?
I went to fuck
No problem.
Krabi, which is in the south. Very cute town, very chill.
Imo day, imo day,
Then I met
matag
up
kam
with
liyong
some
day.
friends on
Hey,
an
when
island
you say
called
Stella.
Stella. And
Pull your hair back.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that.
but
Dai.
that was cool.
Because now we can
Dai.
see. Now we can see
Dai.
the effect of the deep breathing on her lungs. Look,
Ah, damo na
look
buntis
how
ha.
big her lungs got.
Buntis. Imo day.
You're naughty.
Mark, ah.
It's Mark. It's working.
You were army.
Yes, Mark is working.
It's working, Mark.
Arme.
Yeah.
No, he's not working. He's talking.
Imo day.
So you were talking about
Oh,
you're in the top 5% of free divers.
So you know, in the world of
Mark, how old
freedivers,
are you?
Huwag may labo.
35.
Sorry for interrupting.
35.
35. I'm
Pares
young.
me. You and me, the
No,
same.
you're-
Same age. Same.
No, you're not young.
They call
So
that
you're young,
Shanghai.
you're
when
old.
it's-
Give me, ha.
Huwag may labo to eh.
I'm young.
This
but I'm
one's mine,
21.
bro. I'm keeping this one.
Bro, I will go in your country. May kuan
If I had more than one, I'd give you one. but this is my special pro hat.
So
Mark, you're
before,
35?
Mark, you were saying that you travel
35?
in a pool 450 meters
No,
underwater?
not 150.
150.
Yeah.
Okay, well 450 I'm going, wow.
Yes.
Si Mitring, kaya mo na 5 eh.
Of course, I'm 21 years old.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very young.
Cool.
I'm very young at 35.
Yang
So I look
yang.
21 years
Nya
old.
kauman.
Did you tell me earlier you were like 42?
No. Yang like a drink.
Of course. I'm 30 years old.
Okay. And you look you look much younger than that.
Oh yeah,
I thought when you
yeah.
said 40, I was like,
She looks
damn,
like
you
she's
aged great.
17,
I appreciate the compliment, yes.
17 or 18.
Nangita lagi gapon na dai. Gapon nangita ka gapon.
I like to stay young, old, and free.
Hey, show Mark the pictures of the orange bathing suit. Wait.
Oh, I can show you. I only show it to you.
That's okay.
Salamat.
I don't need to see.
No, she in Palawan.
You didn't have to
Mark,
say
good.
more. That's so sexy. No.
Thanks, Dominic.
That's a beautiful picture.
Don't forget.
You should give that to
Thank you.
Alexander.
Appreciate it.
Put it on the wall.
Only my brother in the family.
You're lucky.
7 girls.
So weird.
and
That was a nice picture.
one
I don't know whether
boy.
it's in my
I will work
private
in,
safe, to be honest.
in the back.
But
Swimming pool.
Yeah.
I just like click it and then it shows.
Oh yeah, you know that I would like that.
Morning,
Yeah.
go there.
I like that.
Yes, because
So like-
earlier you were just
Hello.
referring to something
Ride a
that.
motor.
I transferred it over to my phone.
Now on Friday.
Oh, how can you do that?
I will call you
When
Mark.
when you were talking to Mark, I was
I will.
Aw,
I'll say,
I
what up, my
believe
brother
that.
Dominic? Good shit.
My phone has
locked.
security.
What's that? Who's that? Your
I'm
ex-girlfriend?
only kidding.
Yeah.
It's
So
encrypted.
when you
wife?
this lady that we're talking
You
to
have
now,
wife?
she saw the turtles at Palawan, put the eggs.
Don't upload it. You upload it on Facebook.
It's live.
I know.
Don't don't have a
Like
Why?
on YouTube.
No,
Live
no, no way.
That's a live streaming.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
You have two sons?
Yeah, yeah. my
and
wife is
she
no
saw the
other
turtles
Okay.
put the eggs in the beach. Yeah,
the only
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mom Anna.
Anna, she's your
Yeah.
daughter? Oh, she's your wife.
No.
That must be really cool. So when did you do that? How long ago?
Give me.
How long ago was that? 1 year, 2 years?
1 week.
What is it?
When you went to Palawan?
It's okay.
Bring the 18.
2018.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Are you a scuba diver?
Then, okay, Mark.
Do you-
No, I'm not. I'm not a scuba diver, but
But
I tried before.
Bro, Mark.
An upper,
Yeah, man.
open
You say bro
course
Mark, I'll know it's you.
Underwater.
Open
I'll know
water?
it's you.
Not open mortal. Open course
Don't forget.
underwater.
Open
I won't
course?
forget, Dominic.
Yeah.
I won't. This was a
And
nice moment. This is something I needed.
And I tried in a Bohol bee farm before. Mark
Sakay,
before
nakasle.
here.
I'm good on the food. I just ate lunch before I got
Dapat
here.
buang to kayo, hindi mo
I
sugot.
know that fish is
Christian.
it's helping you about
Ano siya ng may
What, the fish?
yeah.
I mean, I'll eat whatever, man. I'm not on a crazy diet. I was on a crazy diet for a while. It wasn't helping
What
me.
can be crazy diet?
I wasn't
Spend-
eating carbohydrates for a long time.
And there's a crazy diet?
the carnivore diet.
Yeah, exactly. Just meat and vegetables.
Di ba ba spear
Yeah.
gun, Mark?
Was that? No, I don't
Spear
have a
gun?
spear gun. But if we can get a piece of rebar and like an inner tube from a motorcycle, put on one side, and then I can make a spear for which to kill. I'll show you.
You have a dart. You have a dart.
Spear gun.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, gamay. Yeah.
Mini,
It hasn't really been like a big concern of mine.
if you Mark, you
really have been a big
go in
concern
the
of mine.
deep.
Can you swim?
Fish,
Of course.
because the
I'm a good
baba-
swimmer when I
baba-
was high school.
Millifish.
I've been in a competition.
Wala, Mark?
I'm
Really?
gonna show you.
For and how
Let's see,
far
when
can
I
you
do that
swim?
dive.
Can you swim from
600
here
meters.
to Bellevue?
Yes. What is it? Backstroke, freestyle.
That's far. I can
You're
do
on the
Butterfly.
television.
I can
You
also
are
do
my
that.
book.
Good. I needed a
I
bro.
like butterfly.
I needed a bro.
I like butterfly. in my
When you
life.
swim, do you go out into blue water or no?
Sand.
Um,
You don't like
And
it?
then I will walk in the back.
You know?
I like crystal
Yeah.
water.
And then
Like
I go out. I go out
Yeah,
past the buoy,
May I have two sons?
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
and
No
out
worries.
there,
Easy.
when you
No
get
problem.
past the buoy, many
Got it.
times you see a turtle swimming.
Roma.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dad.
especially around the buoy. I don't know why, but near the buoy, there's usually a turtle.
My wife is
Big
good
turtle
Manila.
too,
And
1 meter,
the-
1 meter or bigger.
You have the same?
Lobster?
No.
How come you
lionfish.
never got certified
Pescado
scuba
de
diving?
leon.
Because I'm not pursuing it.
This is how I
A
kill
what?
lionfish.
I'm not
with
doing it,
this.
like I'm pursuing it.
You're not pursuing it,
Ah,
right? But
in
why?
the Philippines,
It's a beautiful
live fish
thing to
kay
do.
Kunday. Inang, sa day, Inang live fish di man balagan ka ng kuan na kanang
Lobsters?
mulabok di.
Lionfish.
Kanang bang kuan ba day kanang mulabok ba? May labot ba o mga itlog?
Lion, kuan ka ng in Visaya is like,
Kuan ba
kuan.
kanang
Yeah, yeah,
dako lang pako bitaw kanang
yeah, Dominic.
See-
Poison.
You see this?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Makahilo.
Yeah.
Makahilo.
Number
yeah.
one in
Makahilo.
poison. Oh, poison.
I make one of these and then I can go hunting fish with you. Easy.
To kanang sa tingala eh. Makuha ka na nagpanaan.
Hinaluto talaga.
Muna
Mark, there's very little fish out here.
I believe that.
I mean, very little. Dominic will go out for 5 or 6 hours and come back with 10 fish. You go out many hours, yeah? 4 hours, 5 hours? How many fish you come back with? Napolo, maximum?
Maybe 3 kilo.
Why?
2 kilos, yeah.
I mean, I ate some fish earlier. I just I'm not hungry right now. I'm all good.
So you're calculating your body anatomy.
I'm just not even thinking about it. I'm not thinking about it that
You
hard.
know what is good for you, Mark? Is like, you are good at your body anatomy.
Your body is like me.
Yeah,
You know what?
not so. Yeah, I bet you're stronger, bro. Look at these arms.
It's
Damn,
just
you're
like,
iron.
Look at that, it's a movie star.
It's just like a doctor of anatomy, like a body anatomy, because he's explaining everything about your body, like about the oxygen and everything. Like,
I'm not a doctor.
but it seems like.
I
Hey,
understand
Aussie Outlaw,
the mechanisms that
free
are-
diving and the smokes.
You don't understand.
Yes, he does. And Red
Right.
Horse, yeah, except for me.
Something that we've learned.
Relax!
But what I have learned,
And he can go down to 70 meters free diving.
totally different.
His name is Mark.
Doy!
I just met him a few
Magkabukas,
hours
Doy.
ago. We're at a little
Sa kilo!
get together here.
Ya, ila ko si Leo.
And what I've been learning.
Awa mong konta!
It's a birthday party, but the birthday boy,
What I've been learning is so much more.
where did Alexander go?
Like, it's totally different with what I've known.
Habug?
Reality. It's totally different.
Talog?
Because if I
Maybe.
say something, like somebody asking me who you are,
Wagli hubog.
then
Only
it's like a
Habug, not
simple
Talog?
person asking me who you are. For me, it's like
This
a
is-
kind of a
this is for
strange
you,
question at the
What?
first
This is
place.
for you.
But
What?
This is for
think who
you.
you are
Put
is
this
like
in the
really
little
what
book.
I'm doing.
No.
In the little book. Yeah,
Your lubot.
you.
No, no, no. I keep it. For your lubot. I keep
For
it.
mine?
No, you.
Okay.
I big.
Salamat.
Just like to say mas normal.
Hair is your. Keep your lubot.
You be the one. You
I
first.
no, no. Because Rabi. Uber.
You are Habug, you will like that. You will enjoy that.
I don't like that, pero become a big. I keep the small one.
I don't want to put
Small
that
one.
out
No.
because I believe in
Why
a
I know?
perspective.
Okay.
I
Become
believe
a
I
big.
give you the gamai.
knowledge
Gamay, gamay.
that I make the decision.
Dominic, we're gonna make a
Whatever
video.
I feel to the
This is
person,
gonna go in Justin's little book.
No, 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 no.
In the
Like that, right? Like that.
No, no. I like a small one.
Small one.
it's like,
No, Justin, Paliho,
when I have
make a
this
video.
knowledge, this is kind of
You
I
go-
not a big.
vision
Go over
how I
there
feel.
by the lady.
And I don't want this knowledge that taking me away of who I am,
I make a video.
taking me away of me as a person.
Small one.
You just put it on the chair, then link it.
Different than-
Yeah,
I
you,
don't know.
yeah, it would be good.
Why your problem? Why I used
Oh,
to
it's Atik Lang, Atik Lang.
I'll use that from
be.
you.
You're like a quack.
It's something like
What,
No,
ule?
not me, you,
You.
you.
Why to talk
Just
to
like-
me
it's just
about
like
that?
inner peace.
You are a wakwak.
I know you. I know you a long time.
Huh?
Just for me.
Yeah.
It's not
I
for
know you.
everybody
I
else.
know you.
But
I know you 8
No
years.
problem.
8 years now,
it's-
Joseph.
Why to go to six about it? Only the wakwak.
Atik lang.
You say the wakwak.
I watch
And
Wak wak, yeah, wak.
you know you
Yeah,
the
oh,
wakwak.
yeah, I know
I don't
wak
know
wak.
wakwak.
Yeah.
I said
The
the
burial is wak wak. Burial is the
Beriot
wak.
is the wakwak.
Wakwak.
I don't know.
Ada kape
I
di
think
buku.
the wakwak.
Earlier.
Dominic also wakwak.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yes,
About that.
about that.
Hello,
No
champion.
problem.
Champion.
Hello, champion.
Like that.
That's why I'm asking you.
Only the wakwak. Wakwak
I
problem.
know what you do. Everything you do. I know.
I give to you. Ang problem.
Okay, salamat.
Thank you. Hindi, I said,
Positive mindset.
Dominic, I give to you the neighbor kasi na I don't know about that.
I'm a musical artist.
For me? No problem.
For you, maybe for me and you, we would
Huh?
balik.
Balik, balik.
Balik. You go
Ay,
first. You go first.
Yeah. Me, you go the first. I go
I've
to
had trouble
wakwak.
installing
I
it.
did
You
not
go
balik,
first, and then I will go after dinner.
I like
I
trying to
did
install it
not.
and it doesn't work.
No. Not balik-balik. Not balik-balik.
They do have Red Horse here, don't they? Yeah, they do.
Oh, we
I'll
have
listen to your
many
stuff and I'll
doors.
probably love it.
Not balik-balik. Every time in a bereo.
Only for me? Only for you. Only for you.
Only for me?
I can show you my.
Only for
Balik.
special.
Why?
No, I
The
don't-
special.
I don't.
Why special me?
That's my search.
It's a nice big old thing for you.
Why big gluten?
For you,
are
for
you
you.
big gluten.
For you.
I not understand for you.
Day.
You have a video.
Day.
What is it?
Yung kami kay ipat ng
Hello, Sabian.
Day.
Hello, good boy.
What?
Hello, good boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that dog.
He's a good dog.
I like that he's just like
Hello,
a geezer,
Yang. Belated happy birthday.
chilling.
He's a good boy.
Good boy.
Sabian, you go home. You go home. You should go home. There's still fish bones over here. You're a good boy, Sabian.
Stella is in the phone.
Cool. Do you ever go to Manila?
You can visit. You can visit. You can.
Do you ever go to Manila?
Yes, I've been to Manila.
My friend is a big producer in Manila.
Was a music producer.
Yes, Devin Lopez. You don't know him?
Bye-bye, Sabian.
Yes, I will.
Yes, what's up?
Go on Instagram.
What everyone is on Instagram. I'm not.
Why everyone Instagram? Because everyone has it. I turned mine off, but
I don't have I have Instagram, but I'm not active on Instagram.
this will give you the.
Yes, Michael. What is it?
You're gonna do Instagram now?
Here you go. Subzilla. This guy, he does music producing for Philippines. He's very good.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because I was working with this.
Can you sing?
Yeah, she's a musical artist.
I just really bad at this stupid. This stupid is a music
You know this lady?
I don't know about that.
They're not really. They're not accepting.
We have read your.
But you think that we could?
Have my PayPal.
Hello about that.
I'm on another payment options.
I don't care.
Just like this ticket is good for me, and I want
Hello kuno.
Philippine music distributor for us.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the big reason why I came here. I know him from college, and he told me to come to PANGLAO to train. But he's got like
Okay, this one that I want to ask. Do you know ChatGPT?
no. I don't know
I
anyone.
don't know about that.
You don't know ChatGPT?
No. Sorry.
Serious?
Yes.
Why?
Don't be surprised.
You know what? We'll get Christian. Christian.
Oh,
Christian.
You
ChatGPT.
hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very new.
Oh, Christian.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Yes,
that.
yes.
Christian.
That's good.
He will like
You're
that.
from America. You don't know about it. It's so
I like
true.
that, pero
Yes,
Christian,
actually, my friends and I were
like
screwing
that.
around with that earlier
Christian
today.
will like that.
Yeah, Chat GPT.
Oh,
It's a
oh,
robot.
oh.
Don't fall in love with it. You're falling in love
Oh,
with a robot.
Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fair.
Justin.
Sometimes the robots
Justin.
I love you, Justin.
It has all the right answers.
Because
Christian
humans,
like that.
Humans suck. Humans are tough.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
Humans have feelings, and sometimes
Yeah.
those feelings don't make
That's
sense.
where,
Huh?
My last
that's
relationship,
that's why he has that.
she would have feelings
That's
that didn't
his.
make sense to me.
Yeah,
And
smell.
so
I want us to off with
Give the
this.
hammer.
Off this, because I want to talk
Off?
about it seriously. Off.
Well, I'll just put it over here for me and Justin.
Off it's,
Justin and I are having a private conversation over here.
off this.
It's me and him over here.
No,
You
no, you can, okay.
shut it off. Well, it's over here. It's facing here.
I don't know about that.
So, yeah, get Christian.
Oh,
Yeah, get,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Christian!
I know, I close the building because it's close to the excuse about that. Excuse,
Go ahead.
Christian.
Smell. The hammer. The bahal.
Baho.
The bahal. Smell. The bahal.
Excuse. How about that?
Smells like Christian.
Huh?
Christian.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I
About it. And I just
the baho.
Christian.
I want to share it with
Like at the mod.
From the town. Christian.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I know. I know.
I don't.
I know.
Yo.
I know.
You see baho the Christian.
Yeah.
Hmm? How about that?
Smell. Go ahead.
Smell.
Go ahead.
Tayo,
Go
Christian.
ahead. Yeah, go
You
ahead.
smelling
Go
about
ahead.
that?
The hammer. Yeah.
No.
Hmm.
No.
together. It's just like,
Yeah. Dominic. Ayaw.
Maybe Dominic.
Oh, yeah, you
Maybe Dominic.
Why?
you know,
Oh,
sometimes,
yeah.
sometimes
Maybe. Dominic?
Okay.
You? You be the one?
You are
She
big
said yes.
man.
She said yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic is the one. Big, big
every I
exclusive
want to eat
one.
from
Nasa
the,
baso ni mo dahil?
You are right.
Yeah, baby.
Huh?
the
I'll make a
minor
video.
point
I no
of
problem
range
about
of
make
myself
video.
goes around in
You are baby Dominic. What about that?
putting me back.
Yeah, Dominic?
Ay, butyok.
Be a peaceful,
Yeah,
like
that's
peaceful.
Dominic,
like, okay.
Because I want to,
you will, he will.
Huh?
I want to experience
Oh, wait.
Dominic, go get Christian. Go get,
No problem about me.
They,
go get.
they, you give question. A question to Dominic. Like that.
Let Dominic go get Christian. Hold him down, yeah.
I no problem about that, Dominic.
Mark
like
is
that.
Use my brains.
Mark
He
in
will
the
be your
Philippines
best
and
friend.
broke.
We have the Dominic, we have a best friend.
Best friend.
My best friend,
You gotta
Dominic.
go to the heart.
Ano?
That means something.
How
Dominic,
about the problem?
Best friend.
I believe that the most,
Guapo.
the most
Guwapo, guwapo.
weapon,
Nagwapo
the
na
most
katuhan.
powerful
How about the
Dong,
problem?
gamay kita, ha? Paglukan na ba? Bukas na bukas.
Yeah,
Ha?
but
Hindi.
you know,
Yes.
sometimes-
Nakaso kay Stanley. Nako, gusto na mo yan ako pa kadi dito.
I took
Apa dah?
Dominic about that.
and
Go ahead.
the chemical
Yeah, go ahead.
process of
How
like,
about the
feeling
top-
This is in the back is small monkey.
Oh.
Like that my cousin.
is
Dindin.
complicated.
That's
Look.
your, that's
No,
your,
okay.
the
At aptika mo ranger.
longest ride.
Di atay lang buang.
he's gone.
No.
The longest
Where was
ride.
Like, hey, buddy, what's your cousin's name?
How are you, Saturday?
The longest ride.
No, take a second.
My battery is getting low.
This is the most this
Low
dog has
battery.
ever
Hey,
had.
to.
Started.
How?
Okay, we're gonna,
Go.
So,
wait, what, excuse
How
me.
are the questioning to?
Mark,
yeah.
the battery is down to a few percent. I'm gonna turn it around and we're gonna thank Mark for explaining how to do breathing. And we're going to thank Stella. Mark knows all about the 7 chakra points and the Kundalini and the heart chakra. And he's
Thank you so much.
And Stella knows about, you're a singer?
I'm a musical artist on Spotify.
Can you sing a little song, one bar? And-
What kind of song?
Any song, even Merry Christmas, anything.
Champion Mark, champion.
Merry
Champion
Christmas.
is the name.
It's
Champion.
like Joy to the
Champion.
World.
Yeah,
It's just
champion.
Merry,
Give me a
Merry
phone, Mark.
Christmas.
Like that.
No, it's not
Champion.
like Merry Christmas. I want to sing something like.
What is your favorite song?
Champion.
I will always love you.
I Will Always Love You.
Yes.
And by what artist is that?
Art
Whitney
in the
Houston.
Philippines have it.
That's a great song.
You.
You stay. I will always
Tight.
be in your
Ito
heart.
nga. Traditional champion.
So I
I'm
on
Dominic.
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 Dominic International.
It is
Yeah.
fun.
International.
I have no
I was
tattoos.
being your
Actually, no, I have this
friend.
from Motorbike.
Ah, yeah. For the-
Yes, the exhaust, the muffler.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Very
Oh.
nice. Salamat.
That one.
Mark, thank you.
You're welcome, Mike. Thank you.
And now we have Dominic over here. The man, he's the hardest working man in the world
Indonesian.
when he's not sleeping on the job.
Why?
What? When sometimes on the job you are tulug. You are tulug. Yeah.
Not me.
Not you. Justin? Justin?
Not me.
Dominic,
Eh,
I try to, ano,
Not me.
This guy can do twice the work of any other man, but sometimes matulog.
tulog.
Matulog. Sometimes
Do not talk about that, Mike.
do not talk about that.
Hindi, I try to do video.
Listen only.
Justin? Justin?
Oh, yeah.
Justin, you don't see Justin work. You don't hear Justin work.
No problem.
And every day more work gets done every day. He's an amazing man. He's the quiet worker.
That's okay. Like, I
Dominic
can
is
see
a very quiet worker too, because
Yeah. Do you, Mike?
matulog,
I used to
Dominic.
live like a really
Quiet
nice
work.
life.
Not about to look.
Like
Only
very,
early in the
very-
morning. Wake up in the morning. Woke up.
Banging on the cement mixer, bang, bang, bang.
Matulog.
Because they leave the cement in the cement mixer, right? Then you bang it out. You bang, 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 yeah?
Bang. Oh, yeah.
Bang, bang, bang goes Dominic.
Me.
Bang, bang, bang goes the concrete in the cement. They leave the cement in the cement mixer at night. And in the
Like at the
morning,
hammer.
they bang it out with
Bang,
a hammer.
bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang,
Like
every
at the
day.
hammer. Like at the hammer.
A hammer, like a jackhammer, yeah, like a jackhammer.
Like at the hammer.
If you named it, I probably did it.
And then
He could be the hardest working man in the world.
But,
yeah.
How many pesos each day?
LSD.
100.
One day, Mike.
yes.
One day, pesos, how many?
Maybe about 500 or 700.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
500 pesos for one day?
Yeah.
Actually,
You're gonna
one
talk,
time, yes.
Alexander wants you to clean up the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, you and,
Tonton.
hey buddy, come on over here, John. Paleho.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dominic,
All those things.
for the conversation.
If you... If
The only thing I have, it's probably easier to tell you what I
Mike,
haven't
you're a
done.
hard boy.
I've not ever smoked
Me.
crack.
You.
No,
Yeah.
lazy,
Well, I've
I am
smoked
lazy,
weed, but I
Body-
haven't ever smoked
like your body, huh?
Not me.
In the United States,
Small,
it's like
small.
if you mix cocaine
Yeah.
with some,
Attic one.
some other shit, you
Attic
get
one.
crack.
And Justin, he
See,
can't,
wait,
No,
Justin is,
it's a little different.
Mike.
I'm got him now, yeah.
It's
Hello,
its own thing.
Habub,
I did meth
Habub.
one time, it was awful.
Habub, yeah? Habub,
never
want a
done
drink?
heroin.
Want some more beer? Want some Red
Never
Horse?
done PCP.
Habub. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it.
Stop.
We're running out of battery. Umping,
Humping.
Never done mescaline.
Oh,
or
and
ayahuasca.
Michael Pacios in your camp.
Michael Fazio what?
Michael Pacios in the
I know
Philippines.
that.
Yeah.
In the Philippines,
Oh my
baby.
God.
Baby.
Most of the other
Blah.
shit.
Blah, blah, blah.
This is like
Blah,
Where's
blah.
your wife?
more
She's
nature,
coming.
Like,
It's very nature.
Now?
like
Soon.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
She's in Davao now.
Davao?
Yeah, with her
Maybe
family.
next week.
You know, for
Coming?
some people.
What? Yeah.
I have
Maybe
not
this
done
week?
it.
I've done it. You must got.
I have to call her. Yeah, maybe. She's in the, she's doing something.
What I can see is more nature.
Yeah.
So I will tell her you said
You
hello.
and me, Mike.
So-
I will neighbor.
Okay,
You know,
neighbors.
like I was in a relationship with someone that was
All right,
like
Habub.
an addict.
Justin,
So I
come
had
on,
to
Justin,
stop
say
doing
goodbye.
drugs because it
Say
triggered
goodbye.
them.
Come on.
They had
Come on, buddy.
I'm good, buddy. I don't need any more. I've smoked enough cigarettes. For
Amping Permi
1 hour.
from the Philippines, baby.
The past behind.
Amping Permi
Right.
means, of course, take care
Right.
always.
Really
Bye-bye
do
for now.
this stuff anymore.
Thanks for stopping by.
Um,
Aussie Outlaw, salamat.
Oh, salamat. Thank you, thank you.
Patrick Barker, salamat.
I'm sorry?
Everybody else, salamat.
Yeah.
Bye-bye for now.
That
February
makes
8th,
you who you are.
2023.
And,
Bye-bye. And it's raining.
Yes, stop the stop lagi the video lagi.
I'm not
you,
facing,
me.
it's not facing you.
I
Yeah, Mike, not
I
you.
don't party so
me.
much anymore. Like, yeah, I'll go to a party once in a while, but not so much anymore.
I'm gonna shut it off. Say goodbye, say goodbye.
Sige.
Amping,
No.
Amping.
No.
Look, there's
The Michael in the Philippines is
In a
good
low
man.
Yeah.
like
good moon.
at like the bars on
Michael
the
Pasius
beach.
in the Philippines is
Good
man.
man. Salamat.
Give me food.
I generally don't
Give me
like
advice.
being around the
And
crusty
give me
Sapatos.
white
Give me
man
a
that
bottle
are
of
there.
Tanduay.
Oh, you need Tandua, you need.
Like, that's
You're the
fine.
best.
I don't believe you.
Amping Permi. We're gonna say goodbye to batteries.
Yes, I believe
The
you.
batteries while
It's
up
okay.
now.
They're here for that,
Mike
but it's not really
Pasius is
like
good
my
man.
safety.
Have you been
I'd rather be
drinking
around
today,
people
Gamai? Gamai Red
that are
Horse?
fun
What?
Hot
and
Red
are
Horse?
having fun.
What do you mean?
Now?
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Gotta make
Fun is
sure.
a pure act,
Tell you.
And what is
I love
fun?
you.
but
I
to be
love
a
you too.
predator
Bye-bye, Dominic.
is not a pure act.
Yes.
Okay.